Good morning, my friends, or whenever you're watching this, it may not be morning. Okay, so I am snowed in. It is snowing very extremely badly, and we can't really go anywhere, which is kind of sad because I had some stuff I wanted to do today, like go to Hobby Lobby, etc. But whatever. I manned this to go to the gym, and I got bis, tris, and squats in today. So, manned the storm to go in and work out. Dedication or not? Alright, so today's video I am obviously talking about how to build the body you want. And what I mean by this when I'm talking about this is I have 8 tips for you guys, and I have them all written down on my phone just so I don't ramble 100%. I'm going to go through each of them and just kind of explain, but these are my top 8 tips on how you build the body you want. And what I mean is because I get a lot of questions, multiple different platforms of people just asking me like, how did you get defined arms? How did you get your muscles to show through? How did you get, a nicer butt? How did you, tone down your legs? Like, how did you do all of that and with showing your muscles? Well, I am going to make my flexible dieting video tomorrow. I'm actually going to be writing out what I'm going to say because it's kind of an annoying topic to talk about. But I am going to make an entire video on it tomorrow, so that should be up on Wednesday. But people just ask, like, how do you get the body that you wanted? And I'm going to insert some pictures here and kind of talk through them as I go, but there was never a time where I entirely looked like what I do now. I'm going to insert a picture of like what I look like now and what I looked like then, but it wasn't like I've always had super defined muscles, and a lot of that comes with nutrition and what I do. So I'm just going to start with my top 8 tips on how to get started on a fitness journey kind of, and like what you need to know and do, especially because the New Year's coming up and a lot of people are going to be starting New Year's resolutions, which I absolutely hate that term, but because I just have the opinion that whenever you want to start should be when you start. You don't need to wait till the new year to start. So, but if you have a New Year's resolution, great. These are my top 8 tips. All right, number 1, you need to have a plan, and what I mean by that is, what are you trying to get better for? Are you just trying to be better for yourself? Are you being better because you want to look better for someone else? You need to have a plan on what you want to do. There's long-term goals and there's short-term goals. And what I always tell people is you want to have a long-term goal, but you want to have a long-term goal in mind, but you want to have those short-term goals to keep you going and keep you motivated. Because if you consistently are looking towards that long-term goal, which it should always be in the back of your mind, but if you don't focus on little short goals to keep you going, it's going to be really hard to reach that long-term goal. Like with me personally, my goal was to reach 130 pounds. Well, I had to go in increments obviously because I wasn't going to drop 45 pounds in a month. So, I would set little goals for myself, like by the end of the month lose 5 pounds, by the end of this month lose 10 pounds. And I literally wrote in my calendar on my phone, the dates that I wanted to weigh certain things. And it's not always about weight, of course, but it definitely helped getting down to the weights I wanted because they were shorter goals to reach my longer goal. And you can do that with anything. It doesn't have to be with weight. It can be, going more reps on a certain exercise, or running a little bit longer on a treadmill, or running for a certain amount of time without stopping. So that's 1. You need to have a plan for a certain reason. Number 2, a planner, which I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to show you guys 2 different forms. But this is my brand new Erin Condren planner that I got for Christmas, and it's just a really, really nice, I'm dropping stuff out of it, really, really nice planner. It's super organized, freak friendly. I got it because I wanted this type of layout. Basically why I say have a planner is because as a college student, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm extremely busy all the time. I have class, I have, activities, different things that I have to do, study sessions, study time, and my workouts. And this semester I'm also taking on an extra class and possibly a job. So what this does is, what I recommend to people is get a planner and actually pencil in your workouts. I know that sounds cliche and people don't want to do that, but it helps so much to be prepared, because if you have a day that is going to be super busy, if you actually pencil in like a certain time, if you pencil in workout, study, class, you're going to be more prepared. And that's just how I stay on track, because people always ask, how do you work out 6 days a week? You're in college, you have studying. Well, I plan them out. I plan out when I'm going to work out, and if it takes getting up at 6 a.m. to work out, to get my workout in, I'm going to do it. So this is just super helpful when I say get a planner. And then the second part of that is a planner for your workouts. And this is currently mine. It's literally falling apart, but it's literally falling apart. Like half my workouts are gone. I have to get a new one. But I write out my workouts on here, and it's just so helpful because people don't know what they're doing when they go in the gym sometimes. And I've been there, you know, sometimes that even happens to me if I don't have a workout planned. It's not that I don't know what to do, it's that if I don't have a workout planned for a certain day, I will just go and wander around the gym, and that's never fun because you're not going to get anything accomplished. You're not going to get the same amount of work out of your workout as you would if you had it written down. So writing out your own workouts, and just, or if you have someone give them to you, is just a really good tip to have a little workout planner. And you can also like write in like what you did. Like for squats, I write in each time I squat like what I got, how many reps, you know, just so I can keep track of how far I'm progressing. Tip number 3, you need to have a gym. A lot of people like to do stuff at home, and that's perfectly fine. That's acceptable. If you're into cardio, that's great. You can do a lot of stuff at home with cardio. But when it comes to weightlifting, it's pretty much hands down you need to have a gym at hand. You don't need to go to the gym every single time to lift. Like obviously this past week, my gym was closed for 3 days, and I have a little mini gym downstairs, so I was able to kind of like work with it for a little while. But when it comes down to it, if you really want to get serious into weightlifting and losing weight, you're going to need to use a gym for their resources. You know, they're going to have more cardio machines, more weightlifting equipment. It's just a lot better to have a gym around that you can make use of. And if you're in college, you should definitely have a gym near you. You should be able to use it for free. That's what you pay for in your tuition. Or if you're looking into joining a gym, look for a gym that you're comfortable with. You know, go and tour the gym and make sure that you're going to be okay and comfortable in the gym, because you don't want to join somewhere where you're going to be uncomfortable all the time and like uncomfortable with the people that work out there, because some gyms are like full of like super burly guys that you may feel uncomfortable being around, and that's not going to be, I'm sorry, there's like a tag on my shirt that's itching my neck and it's driving me nuts. But you just want to make sure that you're going to be comfortable in it and that you can utilize the space well. Tip number 4. This is probably one of the most important tips ever, and I'm making my video tomorrow to help all of you guys with this, but nutrition. You know, people ask like, why did you get such defined arms? Like, why did you get such defined legs? It's like, you ever heard the quote where it says, you know, 20% of fitness is in the gym and 80% is in the kitchen? Well, it's 100% accurate. You know, you may be one of those people who wants to work out and eat whatever you want. I'm gonna stand right here and tell you, you're not going to get the body that you want by just working out. It's just not gonna work that way. That's not how life works. It doesn't work like that. You have to 100% put an effort into your nutrition. If you want to have defined muscles, if you want to have defined arms and legs and have muscles, you have to eat right. It's not to say that you have to eat like a saint every day of the week. If you don't want to track macros like I do, that's perfectly fine, but you can't sit around and eat like shit all the time and work out and kill it in the gym and think, why do I not have biceps? Why do I not have a nice butt? Like, that's not how it works. Your body doesn't work like that. You have to feed your body good things to fuel your workouts and fuel your training so that your body responds in a better way. And what I mean by that is, one of the main things with muscles, like to show muscular definition, I'm not trying to be a jockhead right here, but I'm just going to show you guys my arm and explain why. So if you look at my arm, you can see the bicep, and if I like move it back, you can see my muscles are showing through my arms and like on the back. It's because my body is literally, like, how to explain this is, when I eat the right amount of protein, which I'll tell you guys here in a second what I eat for protein, when I eat the right amount of protein and carbs for my body, it fuels this and it pumps it. Like, it's not that it pumps it, it just feeds your muscles to grow. And that's probably the most important thing. And understanding like how to get defined muscles is, you need to be eating correctly to fuel this, because when you fuel your muscles, they grow and build, and the fat decreases and the muscle comes out. So when you eat the right amount of carbs, fat, and protein, that's what happens, is your muscles get defined and they come through. That also goes with calories. Like, you can count your calories all you want, but if you're not getting the correct amount of carbs, protein, and fat, you're not going to have defined muscles. So basically, if you want defined muscles, you need to eat a more quote-unquote clean diet if you don't want to track your macros all the time, or you need to get into flexible dieting, which I will 100% explain, and I'm sorry I'm messing with my hair. I will 100% explain tomorrow in my video. So that was tip number 4. And along with nutrition, this is a big one, and a lot of people don't follow this one. I can give you guys a prime example is my dad. He didn't do this, and he could have looked way better if he did this. But this is my number one thing for people is water. This is just an 88-cent gallon from Walmart, and this is a gallon, and all I do all day long is drink this thing until it's gone. My tip is to get like a fun little tumbler or something. This one's from Starbucks. I got this for Christmas. Get a fun tumbler to put your water in, and get the drink enhancers. I don't have one sitting here with me, but I get the ones that have the drops, and I just drop them in. It makes it fun to drink your water. I know that it's hard sometimes to drink water, but drinking water all day long is like one of the key elements in weight loss and keeping your body healthy and hydrated, because your body needs the water, your muscles need the water. There's like a million trillion benefits to drinking water. So if you want to look those up, look them up, but I'm not going to waste your time telling you guys water benefits all day. But drink a gallon a day. It's that simple. If you can't drink a gallon a day, take your body weight, split it in half, and that is what you should have every day for water. So like if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to be having 75 ounces a day. That's just as simple as that. Okay, that was tip number 5. Tip number 6. Well, these are my last 3 tips, 6, 7, 8. Tip number 6 is dedication. And when I talk about dedication, I mean dedication. As in, you have to be dedicated. You can't, set out a goal and then flail through because you're tired one day. We all have those days. There's definitely days that I don't want to go to the gym. But in the past year, what I learned is that my drive to want to be healthy and fit and have that body of my dreams is because I want it so bad. Like, you have to want it to be dedicated. If you're not dedicated, you're not going to get up at 4 a.m. to go to a workout. You're not going to go to workout after a long day of classes. It's like, if you're not dedicated, that won't happen. You have to be dedicated to what you want and stick to your schedule. That's why having a planner is super nice, because it's penciled in. Just go, just do it. A lot of the times we don't think about our goals like when we're in the moment. Like when your friends want to go out on a Saturday afternoon and you still have to work out, you're going to be like, oh my God, like this is an opportunity to be with my friends. But you have goals, you have things you want to accomplish. There will be other times to be with friends. Staying dedicated and staying focused is pretty much number one on like any fitness regimen, is that if you're not dedicated, you're literally going to get nowhere. Number 7, this isn't like number 1, but being able to give things up. And I can tell you guys first freaking hand about this, okay? So I was a freshman in college last year, obviously, and I told you guys about this is how I was losing weight. This was like the year that I lost everything, and it took a long time. But the main thing that I learned from that is I had to give up a lot. I did not drink that much. I probably drank 4 times my entire freshman year. I didn't go out to eat with my friends. I didn't do all of that because, and it's not that I didn't do it all the time, like I didn't do it every now and often, because I did, but it's like in college and like in general, people like to go out to eat a lot. Like that's just something people like to do, and giving that up is something that you're gonna have to get used to, or find a way to make it work for you. I do go out a lot more just because I know how to handle nutrition when I'm going out. But when you're first starting out, it's really hard to know like how to eat healthy or how to pick the right choices and know how to hit your macros in the right way. So it's like you're gonna have to give like stuff like that up. Like there have been nights where I've had all my friends go onto the bars on Fridays and Saturdays, and I've been sitting in eating my protein shake, like I just wanted it so bad, and I still do and always will. It's like I'm perfectly fine with sitting at home on a Saturday night not drinking and eating, because drinking is one of the biggest things that leads to weight gain. Is you go out to eat and you gain weight, and because you're eating, like you eat when you're drinking. So being able to give things up to get to your goals. And then my number 8 is staying focused. And this is the last tip because it's one of the main things. It's almost like staying dedicated, staying focused on your goals. There's going to be times when things are going to get in the way. There's going to be times where you're going to have standpoints where you're not losing, you're not seeing any results from all your hard work. And staying focused and following your plan is key, guys. You can't get down because you're not seeing results right away. You can't get down on yourself because, your family's going out to eat and you can't have the pizza that night. Like, it's okay. You have to think about everybody else in the world who may be doing the same type of thing you are, that you're not alone. There are people who give things up and just to focus on their goals. Like, it's just what you have to do. And I'm not saying you have to be dead point on nutrition all the time, because I certainly am not. You know, I took off Christmas, I took off a couple days last week because I wanted to enjoy time with family. But making sure that you stay focused and get right back on track is what's key. You know, we all mess up. We all want to go out to eat every now and then, and it's like, that's fine and everything, but just make sure you're staying focused on your goals and keeping them on your mind at all times, because you don't want to completely get off track and ruin progress that you've made, or, you know, ruin the progress that you could see in the future. You just don't want to do that. So staying focused on your goals at all times is number 8. So that is kind of the end of my 8 tips. I hope that kind of helped someone. If it didn't, I'm sorry. But again, just to recap, number 1, you need a plan. Number 2, get a planner with like your workouts and a planner just to schedule in your workouts. Number 3 was gym, finding a gym that's going to be comfortable for you. 4 was nutrition, protein being key, that you need to get lots of protein to see muscle definition. Number 5 was water, making sure to get your water intake daily. Number 6 was dedication. Number 7 was being able to give things up. And number 8 was staying focused on that goal. Those are my 8 tips. And like I said, you know, not every minute's going to be perfect. It's not going to be easy on your journey. You know, it's still hard for me some days to get where I want to be, but staying focused and wanting it is the way to get there. I am going to make my flexible dieting video tomorrow, so if you guys are interested more in nutrition and how to get where you want to be with fitness and eating right, stay tuned for that video. And I do have a question. Generally, everybody, this is a question, and I seriously am serious. Please comment below if you want this, or send me a message on Instagram. I was squatting today and I was thinking, I've never really seen a video on YouTube, and maybe there has been, about squats. Like, I know there's videos showing it, but I wanted to create literally an entire video of me taking you guys with me to the gym and showing you guys how I squat, and like a beginner squat video, because people ask me like, I'm so scared of going to the squat rack, like it's intimidating. Like, I know it really is intimidating if you don't know what you're doing, and I didn't know what I was doing to begin either. So I want to make a video for you guys, like explaining everything about squats and like form, and like how to walk into the weight room and not be intimidated, and being able to do the correct forms for squats, because I see girls in the weight room all the time doing squats and they're not hitting parallel, their knees are going above their toes. It's just bad, and I don't like seeing it. So just wanting to know if anybody would be interested in that video, just an entire beginner's squat video. So I also could do it for deadlifts too. So just let me know if you guys are interested in that. Other than that, I think that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and a thumbs up if you guys liked videos like these. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.